So these are some icebreakers, and we have some fun cards that we have not dipped into. I'll pick one for you, and you pick one for me.
Okay. I heard orange is really good.
Oh man, you're gonna. I heard that the orange ones are the ones that are the most diabolical of them all.
What is a mistake people often make about you?
Ooh, you know what? This is gonna sound really funny, and not to like play a joke on it because there is some serious ramifications to it. A lot of people now, because we have cameras everywhere, a lot of people didn't know I was black for the longest time.
Really?
That was the biggest mistake. I'm not even gonna lie.
And they would just say that to you?
And they would, yeah, I mean, it was, and I think that it was, you know, and what I loved about that is that it gave me the opportunity to show the diversity in this world, and to show that, that there are folks who look like me, dress like me,
yeah,
act
not
like
to
me,
get into what people have stereotypes of.
Exactly. But that's like the biggest. I've been in the radio for a while, and there were times before there were cameras everywhere, and social media was a thing, and people would call up and they were, you know, oh, what's going on, Maxwell, da 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 da. And when they would meet me at an event somewhere, they'd be like, yo, you're black. And I'm like, yeah, like for real, like what you like this. My whole life I
haven't changed.
You know, haven't changed. You know, but the thing was, is just because I was in a slice of the world, in a slice of my industry, that there weren't a lot of people who looked like me. But what I learned at a very young age within my career was how important that was for me to step into my greatness, to step into my position, and allow folks to understand and know that, you know, this world is full of so many different types of people, you know, men, women, transgender, gay, straight, Filipino, Mexican, Black, Puerto Rican, Asian, and I'm telling you, there is space and there is room for us all if we just get out of our own minds.
That's pretty special.
You can do it. It's pretty special, right?
That's
my superpower also.
I love that.
That's my superpower. So that wasn't too tough of a question.
Too tough.
No, that wasn't at all. All right, here we go. Here's last one for you. If you have to relive the same day for the rest of your life, which day would you choose?
Oh my God.
That's a good one.
That's a hard one.
You've had a lot of amazing days, I'd imagine.
There's a few that come to mind. I remember when Austin Alley won like a bunch of Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
And I had like announced my first record deal, and it was just like there was so much excitement in that air, and I remember it was a really, really special day.
Yes.
So that day, I think, was definitely a really cool one that I would relive. I think I performed at the Troubadour last year.
Okay, yep. Step out on that stage must have been, like, epic.
Yeah, and I performed at the Roxy a few years prior, and I just remember, I think sometimes you want to have magic happen, and it doesn't always happen. And I felt like it didn't, you know, I had a lot of people come who are friends who, everyone shows up, but they're also kind of like, you kind of have this weird vibe where everyone's like, I'm here as a favor. And, and you're kind of like, oh, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
And the Troubadour was just, I was so scared that I was going to have that same feeling again from the Roxy. And the Troubadour was like one of the best nights of my life.
Best moments ever.
It was magic. Man. I could not have asked for more magic. There's one thing that would have made it a little bit more special, but I would relive that day for sure over and over again.
How proud are you of, like, what would little Laura say to big Laura now?
I think she would be like, you have an iPhone? What?
Yeah.
I think that she would be proud. I think, you know, listen, life doesn't go in the way that you ever expect. And I think you hold on to those days that have promise and have that excitement, because that is, I think, a really special thing to have. But I think then you also look into the reality of situations and what happens. And I think that's also special in a different way, because that's real.
Yes.
And it's finding the beauty in the reality versus the beauty in the promise of what is to come. And I think little Laura, who, it's so funny when I think about little Laura, when you're that age, you don't feel very little. But yeah, you think of it.
Yeah, you obviously didn't, because you were writing songs when you were 4. So you definitely felt grown.
No, but you look back and I'm like, oh my God, it was little Laura.
Yeah.
I think she would have seen a lot of things that I've gone through and been like, very proud. Very proud. Yeah.
Well, on behalf of our family that we have here, I mean, the conversation got so hot the cameras burned down.
I know, literally.
It's just been like the coolest thing to not only catch up to be able to have just a fun conversation where, again, I think a core message throughout this combo is that our words really do matter, and that you've taken this responsibility and have lived your truest self, and you've been true to yourself also in wanting to put in the work when we need to at times, willing to have that tribe that's around you to help you and support you, and you're that person for so many people. And I just thank you for being willing to go there to do those things, because whether or not you're doing it consciously, there are so many people who do feel that they're just as proud of you as you are of yourself. So thank you, homie.
You're wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks to the squad here. We didn't even bust into we're so deep in conversation. We didn't get into our Oreo cookies or anything, you know what I mean? But
Oreo cookie.
Yeah, you want to toss one, Sam? Come on, dog, cook it up. Yeah, busting these Happy Jack Oreo cookies, fam. Oh wow,
I know.
This is a vibe, dude.
Oh my god.
Serious? Like I don't want to eat these.
Same. They look too nice.
Yeah, this is like, look, hold on for a second.
But I might eat it.
Take a look at the boom. Do my little Vanna White. By the way, Pat Sajak is retiring. I'm hoping that maybe this will be my audition tape. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think you could do great.
Right?
I can see it. Oh my god.
If you know somebody, put in a word.
Oh my god, I will. Okay, how cute are these?
Yeah, let's snack and let's get out of here.
I know.
Appreciate each and every person for tapping into the pod. You, Laura, for being the true blessing that you are. And let's do a little cookie toast.
Yeah.
What do you
Toast.
say we do a little
Oh my god,
cookie?
this is the biggest.
They're pointing to make sure I tell. Isn't it on the screen here? Therapy sessions, aren't we? Yeah. Everybody's pointing back. You're like, say what the name of the show is. Point to the TV. I'm pretty sure we have it all around here, right here. Therapy sessions. This is the pod with Laura Marano, and I'm Maxwell. Happy Jack Records, baby. Cheers.
Cheers. Boom.